Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Indoles and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So last time, well, to be honest, last time was a long time ago for me, but we did some stuff with the mob spawner and we got some blizz rods, which are now over in my chest of things to do. That's what I'm gonna call that from now on. Am I out of bronze? Well, that's not good. Well, let's actually, you know what, let's not do that. So I've been making bronze, as you can see. Let's grab a block and then I will manually extract the rest. So I've been making bronze. This is kind of a side project for now, let's just say that. We might get into some of the bees and stuff today, but as you can see, I've been building. And what we are going to be doing today is both the laser drill and the reactor. So the reactor is going to take so many resources. I've made up pretty much all of them off camera. The reactor casing was something that we've done before, and the reactor glass is just hardened glass and the reactor casing. So I hope I've done my math right. I should have, I think, 3 extra casings, and those, if you remember, are just yellorium and graphite and steel. So I've been making quite a bit of steel. I've got a bit still over here. I made 2 more yellorium fuel rods and another reactor access port. That way we can get the waste in and the product out. We can automate it a little bit. So before we do too much, I want to show real quick yellorium, so not usage, recipes. So yellorium you do get from sifting sand, but you can also get it from smelting sulfur with tin, and sulfur you get from, I got it from pulverizing coal. So I made a little bit extra from that, but we're going to need a good bit of yellorium, at least at the beginning. We won't need too much, but I'm going to make some tanks, and come over here to the fluid transposer, and we're going to have it, yeah, do that. Yeah, so I think that's how I want it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these blizz rods and make something a little bit useful. And before we do much else, so I can go ahead and make some blizz powder, but that's no fun. It's better to pulverize them. You get 4 instead of just the 2. The niter, I think I discussed last time how to get that. So saltpeter ore would be awesome to have. Unfortunately, we don't have any. So I had to go with the sandstone, and I got a bit. Hey, I got a snowball. And then we just take the blizz powder, niter, redstone, and snowballs, and you get cryothium dust. So unfortunately, right there, the biggest setback is the niter. But we're gonna take, actually, let's just crucible all into jelly cryothium, and that should transfer over to here. Yeah, so we'll do it that way. And I believe one of my quests is actually to get some jelly cryothium. So go with the flow. Yeah, we need a bucket of it. So let's go ahead and do that while I'm standing here. Detect, claim reward. And we're gonna need a lot of it. Oh god. And the rewards aren't that great, so put that back. That's all of them, so let's just toggle that. And we don't have much. So you know what I am going to do while we build things? I'm going to take a stack of sand, make some more sandstone. It's not much. And start pulverizing that, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more. Throw that in there. You know what? Let's make a couple more hearts. $40 lives, not bad. Yeah, so I would like to get what? Each one will make 2 millibuckets, so I need 6. I need 6 more, so I need 3. So if I can get one more niter, I'd be happy. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and go set this up. So as you can see, I've made this. This is not my best work. I'll be honest. I will talk about that in a minute. This is off center, first of all, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. The laser is going to go up there, and I'm going to make the reactor down here in a 5x5 area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not even count this, so I'm really glad. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might actually want to extend this a little bit this way. So I think I'm going to go grab my builder's one and do that, because that's terrifying, being that close. So that area is going to be my blood magic area. And I can make it a little bit more. Do it again. So this is I believe it's the actual size that I'm going to need for the entire altar that I will need to get to, and this is where the pedestal goes, and this is going to be a villager spawner, but we'll get to that probably another day. The reason I wanted it close to the reactor is obviously power. I'm going to steal power from the reactor. Let's grab some fences as well. Let's eat. So hopefully I have figured out all my problems. I actually ran into the issue that with the recordings, that my video was desyncing, and I figured out the problem for that. For those of you that are curious or know about it, video editing. So the program I was using to edit is Lightworks. I like Lightworks. It's really nice. Also free. And it doesn't like variable frame rates, if you know what that means. So basically, my recording software doesn't record at the same frame rate constantly. And so, it's good enough. Let's just, I've also switched pickaxes. But so the shadow play does not record at the same frame rate constantly. It's variable. So that looks great. That gives you really good quality video, but most editors do not like it. And I was having the problem of my video desyncing because the editor doesn't like the variable frame rate. However, I figured out a way to fix it. Basically, you just change it to a non-variable frame rate and your problem solved. But I'm sure most of you don't actually care about that. So I'm not an expert in video editing. It took me forever to figure that out. It was incredibly frustrating, but whatever. Let's just destroy this. Don't like that. Don't like darkness. Alright. The darkness in the the reactor is different. But yeah, I stopped using the wooden pickaxe because it was so slow. Let's actually do this, because I am trying to think, am I gonna need 5? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I actually going to need access to most of them? No, because I can put the waste in, out, and I can pipe those pretty easily. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that goes there. So the reactors have to be built a fairly specific way, and I should go grab some ladders because that would be good. Just for the time being, I'm going to light that up. So do this. I should have 3 casings, and I do. So I did that right. Just do this. And I'm going to keep one side free. So this side I'm going to keep free. And I'll probably put the ladder right there. So I don't think I have the ladders on me. No. We need a few rods in the middle. And control rod goes on top. The power tap I want here. Access ports I will put here. We will configure that one to be outlet. So this one's going to pump items out, and we're just going to, for the time being, pump it out to a chest over here. And I will put a chest over here to pump items in. So yeah. And I'll just put a chest here and put a lever there. Alright, so, and then this will be the power tap, and I will not actually start the reactor until I am fully ready, but we're going to put the lasers on top first. Because we do have an energy cell that we can use, and at least for the time being, because I don't really have much geolorium. How many ingots do we have? 6. Okay. Because I don't have too much geolorium, and I don't have enough cryothium dust as I'd like. I've also been making plastic, by the way. There we go. I'll keep that in there for right now. I'll do 3. Because I don't have enough cryothium than I'd like, I probably won't use the reactor too much yet, just because I want to make sure it's as efficient as possible. So let's make a couple of chests. And throw that there. I should have some ladders still. There's one ladder. I know I have more. I was just using them. There they are. And we can put the builder's wand away. So, and you know what? Let's go ahead and take this stuff. Yeah. that has 3. I want 27 buckets worth. Or no, 24 buckets, which would fill the interior. And before we go up, I have an itch. Must navigate. Actually, I want 2 more chests. Still have the item ducts. Okay, so there it is. The tank in there. The bronze is for forestry, which we might get into today, depending on how much time we have left and everything. That is something that I need to get into, but I wanted to get some of the more tech stuff set up before I start working on the bees, because the bees are actually probably going to be up in this direction. I might make a little platform over there for them, because I want access to the power. I don't believe this will affect the reactor. So put the control rod there, and I want to put a chest here. And where's my wrench? Let's put that there. And then I think that will be like that, like that. And then the controller. And then once we fill everything else with glass, like it will tell us that it's good. And yep, there we go. So it's online. So if it's going to auto eject the waste, it is currently offline. It doesn't have any fuel. I believe I can add fuel. Let's just turn that on. It should add the fuel. Max capacity is 12 buckets. And I had 11, so they all went in. And yeah, so I can eject fuel if I wanted to. And this has, what is it, 10 million RF. Core temperature, the casing heat, just how fast it's burning it up, everything. Higher temperatures increase the rate that fuel is burned. And everything. So I want to add cryothium to this before I really get into doing too much. So I'm going to put that on hold. And one of the things I want to do in the meantime is get this laser drill set up. So there it is. As you can see, it has a nice little beam all the way down to the void, and it is located at Y level 100. That actually does, I've heard it does actually make a difference for efficiency, so how much power it takes up. So I'm going to put this here as kind of a like a okay, so let's stop. A buffer, there we go. But unfortunately, it can only max input and output 2000 RF. So, but I'm also limited by hardened energy cells right now, transferring what, 400? Yeah, 400 RF per tick. These laser drills can take a lot. And until we get better energy up here, so I will want a resident. So I have a redstone energy cell. That's the frame. There it is. So redstone energy cell. I can use it to make a resonant energy cell, which can receive 10,000 RF, which should be enough. I believe with the 2 pre-chargers, I will need 5,000. If I had the max 4, it would use the full 10,000. Now I could make that if I had some more Enderum, which I can make probably right now, but I don't need to because these are limiting me. Now I can make the redstone conduits. Yeah, the redstone energy conduits, but those are really expensive. So for the time being, I'm not going to use them. I will probably replace them after a bit, but for the time being, I'm just going to go with less than perfect. In fact, I'm just going to use a chest like this, power this, and everything should be working. These will also hurt you. It's essentially falling into the void. That's the damage that it does. So, oh, is this, yeah, I had that mixed up. So those are going to be powering, and they're sending packets of energy, and it's slowly working. And then it will fill up this chest with the stuff. And eventually I will route that down. Unfortunately, that's going to run out of power very quickly. So I need to get more cryothium dust, and I might actually look into upgrading that. And I'm basically going to pipe the energy. I'll have another energy cell here, again as a buffer, and deal with everything like that. So for the time being, I'm going to eject the waste because I don't know. There we go. Okay, so you don't need to have power? Nope. Okay. So for the time being, I'm going to kind of keep this off. And we'll see if we get any ores. What I would like to get is saltpeter. That will get me the niter that I need. Unfortunately, I think I need a white focus. So we have a whole bunch of foci over here. The red and the brown, I believe. Honestly, I don't know what they give. I would assume that the red gives redstone and the brown would give iron, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter too much to me right now. So yeah, I have some of those. I will work off camera getting redstone conduits and getting that a little bit more efficient. But in the meantime, I don't really want to. Actually, I don't really want to mess with it too much until I get my blizzes. So I'll need to kill some more blizz because that's another bucket's worth, but I need a lot more. And I'm not even sure what that will output. I'll also work on getting more yellorium dust, which is there another yellorium ore? Yellorite ore. There's a yellow laser focus, but there's no nether ore that's yellorium, I don't believe. But there is sulfur, which would be nice. But anyways, so I think the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mess around with bees and trees. So seed oil. That is going to be the biggest obstacle for me right now, because I don't really have too much in the way of seeds. In fact, let's run over. I'm going to need some wheat anyway, so I'm going to run over here, grab some wheat, and take the seeds, and we'll make some seed oil. One of the food quests is bread, which I can make from wheat, but it's better if you grind it up and make flour. I'm just trying to get all of this copper. Okay, all the copper's out. So seed oil you get from a squeezer, and it's just glass, tin, and a sturdy casing. So we'll just take some bronze, make a sturdy casing. We got some glass, and we need some tin. Actually, I have a ton of tin over here. We only need 6. So we do need to get power to this. Let's just use a leadstone conduit and come right over here, extend the machine line. Actually, I don't even need it. Yeah, I do. So that is getting power, and we can just squeeze the seed oil. I believe each one makes like so little. I don't remember how much. See if we look at the seed oil squeezer. So let's use his recipes. So how do we get? So you can use all sorts of seeds. Yeah, it makes 0.01 buckets. So what do I need? 10 would make that. I need 100 seeds. Ugh. I believe I also needed. I think I need 100 seeds. I hope my math is right. Yeah, I need a can of it. So. Can is just some tin as well, and you get a lot of them, so it's relatively easy. But they are used on use, so I'm just gonna stick that in. Nope, in there, and let's see if I can't find some more seeds. Can also use bone meal. Which can I? It's not a big deal. I can. Yeah, there's a stack. And we still have plenty of seeds there. That was probably a waste. And by probably, I mean it definitely was. So we'll see if we have enough seeds there. I can always get more bone meal. That is like not an issue. Something else I'm going to need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is an artificial hive. Gotta attract the bees somehow. And artificial hives are actually fairly simple to make. You just take a hay bale and a silk mesh and you get an artificial hive. And it detected it, so that's nice. And then we'll need that for the next quest, so I'm not going to throw it on the ground. Let's stick the wheat in there. We got a lot of wheat. You know, I want to make one of the breads just because it is a quest item. So one of the quests is to make toast, which is really simple. Just take some bread and you cook it. And you get toast. And let's go look at that real quick. Hell's Kitchen. Manual detect. Claim reward. And we have to make 10,000 of those. So that's going to be fun. You know what? I'm going to eat that. Does a lot better. I probably could have kept it and turned it in later, but one toast isn't a big deal. So let's check on this. We almost have a bucket, I think. Let's take another stack of sand, make more sandstone, and let's grind it up again. See if we can get some more niter. I'll work on that off camera. And let's, for the fun of it, let's go up and check while we wait on the seeds. It is almost time to call the episode though, so we're not going to be doing too much more. We did get a little ways. I'm glad of what we've gotten set up. I wanted to get this on camera, and I will nether quartz and coal. Oh, I believe it just randomly generates ore. So the yellow, getting a yellow focus might be a good idea to get yellowite, which would power our systems, because I'm going to probably step away from using the lava, except for down here. But for a lot of the machines that are going to be a lot heavier on energy, I'm going to use the reactor, because it's going to produce so much energy. It's not even funny. Alright. I'm not kidding around with this. So I will go through a stack of bone meal. I mean, even more. I don't care. Seed oil is very useful. We're going to need it later. I believe it's one of the for the go with the flow quests. But I will probably eventually, once I get dirt production a little bit better, which I could change the my tree farm to go back to using oh crap, why am I blinking? I could use it to go back to shearing the leaves, but I don't really have too much of a need to right now, so I'm not going to. We just got a lot of wheat, so let's just throw a whole bunch of seeds in there. I'm not going to use the wheat, because like I said, there's better ways to get bread. In fact, if we look at this, you get flour if you mortar and pestle it, and then you can use the flour with salt and water to make dough, and then if you cook the dough, you get bread. So it's a little bit, there's more steps, but in the end it's better. So let's take a look at the pulverizer. We got more niter. I'm just going to do this until I don't have any. Alright, there we go. So back to bees and trees. Manual detect. And I'm going to take the right one. So hives are incredibly important. Because I haven't got the reward. There is a reward that will give you a few hives for free. But I haven't got that reward. And I'm going to be pissed if I get it now. Nether fish. Yuck. I don't like the fish. So the next thing is we need a scented hive and a scoop. So let's go ahead and make that. This episode will be a little bit long, but not too bad. I need to fix that eventually. So scoops are really easy. Just wool and some sticks. Like that. You know, let's make some more. So do I have to? Nope. And then a scented artificial hive. So I need to use one of these wood barrels. And can I pour it in from? Yes, I can. But you see, I lost the can. That is the downside. And then scented artificial hive. And I'll take the right one this time. Check to make sure it's not a trap. And what's the next quest line? Is an apiary. So you can use the scented hive, magical forest, tundra is over there. There's different conditions that you can use it to get different bees. So I'm going to keep this scented hive. I know if you place it in the world, there's a chance that it will lose the scent, and it'll just become an artificial hive again. But I don't think it will happen if I put it in a chest. I'm going to throw those in there. Throw the half heart in there. And let's see what's in the reward bag. Ooh, Flux Electrum Blend. That's really nice. That is used for Flux Electrum ingots, which need for blood runes. But like getting those is not too terribly difficult. It's just Electrum Blend with destabilized redstone on it. So, but that's still a really nice reward. So I guess that's going to be it for this episode. Hey, we got some more niter. I'm going to continue to work on getting some cryotheum, jelly cryotheum, so we can power the thingy over there. And you know what? Before we go, I'm going to make something. I don't know if I can use that, so I'm going to make a new one. Actually, we'll save that for another time. But yeah, so I will probably put the blizzes back in there, get a few more blizzes. And get enough jelly cryotheum to fill the internals of the reactor. I'm going to do a little bit of research online, see if I'm right in thinking that the yellow focus will give me more yellowite ore, which if it does, oh my gosh, that's perfect, but if not, that's okay. The cyanite that we got from a quest we can actually use, we can reprocess it and make plutonium, which is used just like yellowite. Ooh, diamonds. Get 4 diamonds from that, or 3 diamond ore, 2 diamond ore. I don't know which would be better. Might as well just grind it up. But off camera, I will work on getting everything a little bit better up here. I'll get another auto spawner, and we will see if we can't make I don't think we can make the villager spawn egg yet, but we will get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it went on a little longer than I kind of hoped, but it's been a while since I've recorded this, so progress is slowly coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.